Hello, welcome to USD's MBA info session, recorded info session. I'm Diana Agostini and I oversee admissions for a full-time MBA program, and my colleague Kellyn Beltran oversees applications for the professional MBA program. So today we're gonna review with you application process, the specifics of the program itself, and go from there. So we want to start with the mission statement each time, and that is because the mission statement is really highlighting the key values of USD School of Business, and it's also something that we ask applicants to think about as they are submitting their applications. So you'll see in the essays there will be a reference to our mission statement. So our advice to you is really to take a look at it and think about how it relates personally to you, your goals, your values, and why you want to choose USD as your next step and as your school, as your program. So today we're going to focus on our MBA program, our full-time MBA program, and our professional MBA programs, but we want to make sure that you're aware of all of the specialty masters that we offer at USD School of Business, as well as our dual degree programs with the MBA. We offer dual degree programs within the School of Business, with the law school, and also international dual degrees with WA2 in Germany and EGADE in Mexico. The length of these programs varies from 10 months for some of our specialty masters to up to 4 years for our JD MBA program. But if you're interested in any of these, please let us know. We'll be happy to provide more information. Rankings. So we know that when you're looking at schools, these are some of the things that also you'll be paying attention to. So a reputation of a program, as well as how it does compare to other programs in the area and globally. And we're happy to share that USD's MBA program has been ranked for many years in some of the most important ranking. We're very proud of having been ranked as the best MBA in San Diego among some of the most prestigious one in California. And we're also proud of the relevance given to our diversity, our sustainability, and entrepreneurship programs. So let's dive deep now into some of the three main pillars that make our USD MBA unique. And we'll start with the global aspect. We have a dedicated Center for International Business, the ALER Center, that oversees all of our efforts related to global business. From international consulting projects offered during intersession each year that will allow you to work for a company abroad for a week or up to 10 days in small groups, to short-term study abroad opportunities where you can take electives in different cities around the world, to the dual degrees that we mentioned, and also international internships available for you. The ALER Center is really here to support any endeavor related to global business. You can see here some of the opportunities that were offered to our students in 2020. And again, students could do an international consulting project in Rio and then fly to Buenos Aires and take a class there. These are offered in a way that will not disrupt your semester and your regular classes, and you can take these opportunities during intersession, spring break, or the beginning of summer. Here you can see some of examples of the companies our students had the opportunity to do consulting projects with. Some of these are internationally renowned and others are more local, but definitely all of them will be great experiences for you. And then our second key value, entrepreneurship. USD is known for social entrepreneurship, and here you can see the journey that you can expect as you join the MBA program. You'll be able to pitch your ideas and your concept in front of some of the most well-known business people in San Diego, get their feedback, and also get either scholarship or seed funding to start your idea and your venture. No matter where you are in your entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial journey, we'll be able to support you through all of these opportunities, but also dedicated concentration in entrepreneurship and dedicated labs to again support you in your in making your dream come true when it comes to entrepreneurship and new ventures. Some of the key events to highlight are the Fowler Business Concept Challenge, that it's dedicated only to USD students, where you can share your idea, even if it's just at the beginning stage, and get scholarship in return of pitching it to some important leaders in the community. We also want to highlight the Brink, which is our internal accelerator that also works with the Small Business Association here in San Diego and Imperial County. We have legal services, and then the V2 Pitch competition and the Global Social Innovation Challenge, where you can actually earn and get seed funding for your idea, together with many angel conferences offered on campus. And the third piece of the USD MBA vision is the responsibility and corporate social responsibility. So USD definitely believes in different type of business, one that is responsible, value-based, and a leadership that gives back to the community. You will be required to take CSR core classes, as well as be able to pick a concentration in corporate social responsibility. And then all of our students are required to do a community service project, where we ask our students to pick a nonprofit of their choice and to provide support by bringing them the opportunity to leverage something that you're learning during our MBA and your MBA, and to put it to their service. We also have a very active net impact chapter at USD that just received the gold medal. Here's an example of a volunteer opportunity that our students always enjoy with Access, a local nonprofit that supports micro entrepreneurs in being able to expand their ventures. This is something that our students truly enjoy and are passionate about, as they can really see tangible and concrete impact on the clients they work with. And now I'm going to turn the presentation over to Kellyn, who will go through some other key aspects of our programs.
Hi, everyone. Yes, so we will discuss a little bit of our career services and how they're going to help you on your journey here at the School of Business. So our career services team is truly dedicated to making sure that you are marketable and employable, starting when you start your program and all through completion of your program. Some of the ways they do this is by having some events and avenues for you to be able to be successful. We have our professional mentor program, where it is a formal mentorship between you and somebody in an industry that you're interested in, and you can not only learn a little bit more about their personal experiences, but you can learn a little bit about the industry insights that they have to provide, and maybe even learn a little bit about their companies. We also have a career and professional development course for our full-time MBA students, and this is where you will be able to not only be able to improve your resume and your LinkedIn profile, but you will also be able to refine those interviewing techniques with our professionals. In addition to that, we also have company site visits. These are great opportunities for you to be able to visit some companies in the local area to understand what industries are they in, what are some of their challenges, understand a little bit about their culture, and eventually, are these a good fit for you? We also have industry expert speaker series. These are a little bit more intimate events where you are able to come in and hear from maybe an executive at Illumina, a local employer here in the San Diego area, and learn about what are some of the challenges that they're facing, what are some of the market trends. And because it's an intimate event, it will also allow you the opportunity to be able to start networking with these local leaders in the community. We also have career fairs, and some of them are specific to industries like the supply chain management fair. And right now we're doing them virtual, but they're still taking place. And then the individualized career coaching. So we do have an academic advisor who you will be able to speak to and share with her what your goals are, whether it's timeline goal or it's a career or professional goal. She will be able to help you kind of map out your classes from semester to semester to make sure that you are achieving your goals, whether they're academic or timeline based. We also have Torero treks. So these are more like company visits, but on a regional basis. So in the past, we have had our alumni who are now currently at some of these companies like Facebook and Netflix have been able to open the doors to allow us to do alumni panels at their offices. They've been able to have us meet with some of their leadership or just do a company visit. Again, these are important relationships that we have with our alumni where they can pay it forward and help future MBA students. And not only that, but they are also folks that can come to our career services team and let them know that they have openings at their companies and, are there students that are available or interested in being able to fill those spots. Here's a brief slide that'll share with you where some of our students have come from and where they have gone after completing their program. So it's all very well-known companies, whether they are local, regional, and some of these are even global. So I'm going to share a little bit more about the MBA programs and the differences or the similarities between them. You can take them at a full-time pace or at a part-time base. It's really whatever suits your needs. I'm going to start with the full-time PACE program. This is a program that can be completed in as little as 17 months, or you can take up to 22 months to complete. It's a total of 53 units. 31 of those units are your core or your required classes, and then 22 of them are electives. And this program starts in the fall, so we are currently accepting applications for fall 2021. Some of the additional features for this particular program is that we do start your first class in Ensenada, Mexico. We are so very close to the Mexico border here, so we try to take advantage of those opportunities. And so it is very important to our School of Business to have a global mindset, to understand business in an international setting. And it's also a great opportunity for you to start bonding with your cohorts. So this first class will definitely provide you those opportunities. We also have the optional international experience where you can either take a class abroad or you can be involved in an international consulting project. And of course, we have the career and professional development course where you will meet on a bi-weekly basis with our career services team to ensure that you are working on your summer internship prospects, you are refining your interviewing skills, and you are also working on updating your resume and your LinkedIn profile. And then we have the community service component where you will be able to work with your cohort on a non-for-profit here in the area, and you will be able to learn a little bit more about how we all give back as a university. So community service is very important to us. And then we have the part-time PACE. The part-time PACE can be completed in as little as 24 months, or it could take up to 36 months. It's really at your pace. Similar to the full-time program, it is 53 units, with 31 of them being your core classes and 22 of them being electives. We do have a spring and a fall start. We are the only university in the San Diego area that offers a spring start. And similar to the full-time program, you start with a 1 week on campus. It's the only time we ask you to be on campus. After that, you go to whether it's an evening class or a weekend class format. But you will have orientation and you will also start the program in Ensenada, Mexico. This program is designed for working professionals or for entrepreneurs that would like to have the flexibility to take the classes again during offline working hours, if you will. And then just like I had just mentioned, we have a semester that we do in the fall and then in the spring. The one in the fall is the evening classes. So you're usually on campus a couple of nights a week, usually between 5:30 and about 10 o'clock. So you schedule that time for no work. You'll be in the classroom. The spring semester is a hybrid format, and it is one weekend out of the month, with 60% of the instruction in class and 40% of it is online. And then another great opportunity to take advantage of is the concentrations. We currently offer 8 of them. So if you are looking to be a little bit more strategic and focused with your electives, you can decide to specialize in any one of these areas, from business analytics to finance. It's something that you can add to your LinkedIn profile. You can speak about it at interviews if you're looking to pivot, and you can also add it to your resume. Each concentration is 12 units. So 22 of your electives, you can then use 12 of them to focus on a concentration or specialization. And then financing your MBA, which is probably the most important part. Currently, because our full-time MBA and our part-time MBA are 53 units, the tuition total for both is 82,945. And then on top of that, there's some additional fees. So we know that it is an investment of your financial resources, but we're here to support you however we can. And some of those ways are by providing scholarships. And we also have, one of the things I always encourage students to do is to fill out a FAFSA form. We do have graduate grants here, and you will know if you're eligible for them by filling out a FAFSA scholarship. So that probably should be your first step in deciding where your finances are, how your finances are being used to finance your degree. Additionally, for our military students, we are a yellow ribbon school, and we do have a subject matter expert here who can help you and walk you through utilizing or leveraging your military benefits. We also accept the post 9/11 GI Bill. And so whenever I have students come to me and ask me very specific questions, I always have our military benefits coordinator involved in the conversation so that they can help walk them through the process. We also have our graduate assistantships. It's usually more feasible for our full-time MBA students because they have the time during the day to help out on campus. So it is essentially an opportunity for you to help a department on campus, usually again during work hours. You could have about 40 hours a semester, and then you are compensated with a scholarship towards your tuition. We currently have two graduate assistants on our team that help us with anything like side projects, helping us with events. So it really just depends. If you have an interest in working with a specific department, when you apply for these graduate assistantships, you can always indicate that. Otherwise, if you're open, we can always assign you where there is need. And the application requirements. So we ask for you to fill out an application online. It'll usually consist of about 3 essay questions. Some of the questions will be asking you, why are you looking to get your MBA, and what are your goals, and how is your MBA going to help you? On top of that, we also ask for an updated resume. The essays, again, are part of the application process. We ask for official transcripts from wherever you obtain your bachelor's degree. And we are currently accepting the GMAT and GRE scores. But in addition to that, we're also offering our students support by accepting MBA Math. MBA Math is a self-paced online course where you are focusing on 5 different subjects: finance, econ, statistics, accounting, and Excel spreadsheets. It takes about 15 to 30 hours of prep time to complete. And so we're currently accepting MBA Math instead of the GMAT or the GRE if you submit your application by January 15th. We also do provide a GMAT waiver if you meet our criteria. Currently, we do ask for a 3.2 GPA in an approved field of study, such as a quant-heavy area like finance, statistics, mathematics. And then you need to have work experience on top of that. And so the admissions committee will review your GMAT waiver request if you're interested in that. You do have to fill out a form. It's on our website. Additionally, we also accept the executive assessment. The executive assessment, it is an assessment that is conducted by the same makers of the GMAT. It's a more condensed form of the GMAT, and it's low prep time. So there's also an opportunity to submit for a request to take the executive assessment instead of the GMAT or the GRE if you meet the requirements. We also ask for 2 letters of recommendation. We do ask that they are professional letters of recommendation, and what we're looking for in those letters are somebody that has worked with you, whether they're a colleague or they're a supervisor. They can speak about your work ethic, how you've contributed to the team, if you're a team player, all of the components that we look for in MBA candidates. And we also like for them to provide examples too. So not just to share what you're doing in the job, but to also share how you are adding value in your role. We also have some additional documentation for international students. We ask for the WES evaluation. It's a course-by-course evaluation that the World Education Services puts together for you. So you submit your official transcripts to them, and then they translate it to make sure that it's the equivalent of a 4-year US degree. And we also ask for a TOEFL or an IELTS score. So those are two components or two additional documentations that we ask for our international applicants. And then once you submit your applications, if you have met all the requirements, the admissions committee will review. And if you are invited, you will then receive an invitation to schedule your interview. So here's a couple of our deadlines. Let's start with spring, since that's coming fastly, it's approaching. We just recently passed our October 1st deadline, so our next deadline for spring is December 1st. However, I will also mention that if you want to take MBA Math instead of the GMAT or the GRE, we are accepting applications up until December 31st. For our fall semesters, we just passed our November 1st deadline. Our next deadline is January 15th, where I had just mentioned, if you are interested in submitting MBA Math, we will accept that instead of the GMAT or the GRE if you submit by January 15th. And then after that, you'll see that the following two deadlines are March 1st and May 1st. And these deadlines are just to share with you a visual aid on where we are in the application process. So here's our information, Deanna's email address and phone number, and mine as well. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. As we had previously mentioned, Deanna works mostly with our full-time MBA program, and I focus a little bit more on focus entirely on our professional MBA program. But we both work with the program, and so either one of us can help answer your questions. Thank you so much for joining, and we hope to see you at one of our upcoming events and to hear from you soon.
Thank you.